students. Today's session is about engineering graphics. Engineering graphics is the subject for all engineering students in the first semester. You may ask me, I am studying computer science or electronics or electrical or even the new branches like data science or anything. Why should I study engineering graphics? For an engineer, it is a language. For designing any component, that may be a big machine or maybe a very small component, we need the drawing. In olden days, those drawings were made by scale, set square and protractor. Later on, it is changed to T-square, and now we are using mini drafter. Mini drafter is an instrument which is combining the set square, scale and also protractor. Let us see what is engineering graphics, and being the very first session, let us deal with the symbols used for first angle and third angle projection. At the end of session, I have two questions and I have to answer it. Let me start with the mathematics, and before that, you may ask me, suppose if I design the circuit for an electrical device or an electronic device, how the drawing is useful. In engineering graphics, there is one area called PCB drafting, printed circuit board drafting. Even that comes under engineering graphics. So for all the branches, engineering graphics, shortly we call EG, plays a vital role. And now we are going to deal about what is first angle and what is third angle projection. Let me start with the mathematics. You would have seen this in your school level. This is called x-axis, y-axis, and this is origin. This is being taught in your school level. I am marking here first, second, third and fourth in anti-clockwise direction. In graph, we call it as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. But in graph, you can make only 2D drawings. In EG, we can make 3D drawings, and we call here this as first angle, second angle, third angle and fourth angle. And in the graph, we can make only 2D drawings. When I want to make 3D drawings, I have to convert this axis into planes. This x-axis is also called as horizontal axis, and y-axis is also called as vertical axis. Now I convert this axis into planes. This is the first step, and the second step, I am converting the axis into planes. Here you can see the same x-axis is here and y-axis is here. I just converted this axis into planes. Okay. Now, when I convert this axis into plane, this is called horizontal plane, and this is called vertical plane. Vertical plane. Shortly, we will say this is HP and this is VP. Fine. So when we keep any component here and make drawings, then that means we are using first angle projection. Suppose if you keep it here and if you draw the projections, that means we are using second angle projection. And here it is third angle and it is fourth angle. Okay. I told you already at the end of session I'll ask 2 questions. I'll ask questions right now. You can guess the answers. The questions are laid out now. The first question is whether all the angles can be used in EG. If yes, demonstrate. If you say, sir, only these two can be used, why other angles cannot be used in engineering graphics? I need answer for these 2 questions from your side. Now, since we are dealing with the first angle projection, I'm going to take the planes separately for first angle. I mean, for first angle projection, I take these 2 planes separately and I draw it like this. Okay. Now I have the HP here and VP here. This is origin. From the origin, there is one line is going like a folding. This is called reference axis. Okay. Since we deal with first angle projection, we take those 2 planes separately and we are going to draw the projections. These first 2 steps, this is third step. In fourth step, I take a solid cone. It's a solid cone. I cut the cone by a cutting plane parallel to the base. So what I will get? Suppose if I cut the solid cone with a cutting plane parallel to base, I'll be getting a shape like this. In your school level, you would have studied what is this? Can anyone tell name of this part? Yes. This is called frustum of a cone. This is called frustum of a cone. In fourth step, what you do is I keep the frustum. In HP. I look from here. This view is called front view. It is also known as elevation. I see from top. This is called top view. It's also known as plan. So when I look at this frustum from here, the view what I'm going to draw is elevation or front view. The image what I'm getting from here will be drawn on VP. Vertical plane. I look from top. Or the image whatever I'm getting, I will draw it here. This is HP. Horizontal plane. Now, look at this marker. It is actually a circular shape. But when you look from straight, you cannot see the curve shape. Instead, it will be a straight line. I repeat, this is a curve shape. But when you look from long distance, you cannot see the circular shape. Instead, you'll get a straight line. Like that, here also, this curve will be seen as a straight line. Maybe the length of straight line will be diameter of the circle. So ultimately, what you'll get in the fifth step is I'll be getting a small line for the top surface and a bigger line for the bottom surface. This will be the front view or elevation. When I see from top, I get a small circle, and since the base is bigger than the top face, I'll be getting another circle. Both are concentric. That will be the plan. So I'll be getting two circles like this. The small one corresponds to the top face, and the bigger one corresponds to the bottom face. Okay. Is there any doubts? Fine. So I'll proceed now. Now I'm applying two rules. Keep VP as it is. Number 2, tilt HP in clockwise through 90 degree. My dear budding engineers, keep this rule in your heart forever, because these two rules are applicable to all the angles of projection. I repeat, for every engineer, I told you already, EG is the language, and these two rules are applicable to all the angles of projection. Okay. So when I apply the rule here, I'll be getting like this. Let me demonstrate with the notebook. Okay. So keep VP as it is. So VP will be kept as it is. HP is tilted or rotated in clockwise through 90 degree. So what will happen? HP will come down like this, and VP is as such. So you get your elevation goes up and plan comes down. When I make it straight in 7th step, I'm getting with all borders. I remove the borders. I draw only the middle line. This is called reference axis. I get one view above reference axis and another view below reference axis. Okay. So this is nothing but front view. This is top view. By this, what we learned is, in first angle projection, we are getting the elevation above reference axis and plan below reference axis. And another thing which is not told in anywhere or in any book, when you tilt everything towards left, what I'll get is, I'll get like this. I draw these lines to show the projections. I draw the axis for the circles. This is the symbol for first angle projection. So in this session, you have learned how the first angle projection we are getting, and what is the position of front view and top view in first angle, and very important is how to get the symbol for first angle projection. I told you already in the beginning of the session, I'll ask two questions. Whether all the four angles are possible, or any one or any two are possible. Suppose if all the four are possible, please try it. You do like what I did here. You take the plane separately for second angle, keep the frustum there, and try to get the symbol for second angle, and third angle, and similarly fourth angle. I want you to demonstrate it. If you say not possible, sir, either this or that is possible, I want the reason why others are not possible. So let me conclude this session with these two questions. I'll give the answer for the questions in next session. In the meantime, I want you to try it.